Okay, today I'm gonna ferment some of the baby carrot thinning. So out here this morning, and this thing's getting to be a kind of a monster. And you can see they're getting to be a nice size for fermenting now. I just keep thinning out, and pretty soon I'll have them thin enough so the rest of them will grow nice and big. But we do love them fermented, so I'm just gonna pull a batch out here. And save the bigger ones, and the littler ones will go into compost. Okay, you can see I grabbed a handful from the first bin, and actually some of them are really carrots. They're a little bit more than thinnings. Let's put that in the basket here. And let's go to the second bin and mix up some flavors here. Some nice ones. Things are actually getting a little bit bigger than just the thinning stage, but they're really sweet at this point in time. Oh, these are a little bit bigger. I think these are the Cadora, and they're really a sweet one too. Oh, that one's in there good. And let's grab a couple more from this last bin. See, they're a little bit skinnier and longer, but it's nice to mix up the flavors. And doing it this way, I may not get as many big carrots, but I do get to enjoy carrots all season long. So I don't mind, dealing with some little ones here and stuff when you do the thinnings. So there you have it. 3 different varieties thinned out, and I'm gonna ferment them up. Now I'm finally getting around to pulling out the rest of these shallots, and I tell you what, the moisture is so bad that the tops on them are starting to rot. We haven't had much sunshine lately, but you can see there's some pretty nice shallots here. And I'll just put them up in the garage to dry, because it's supposed to be, rainy the next 10 days from what they're saying. Okay, so I got this second bin empty of the shallots, and one thing I'll tell you, if you haven't made one of these sporks yet, you really should. It's like my favorite tool for getting out weeds, getting out the roots, cleaning up the beds and stuff. Turn it sideways, and it goes through and kind of loosens everything up, cuts the roots off. And next I'll be probably put some beans in here too tomorrow, so I get around to it. But I really enjoyed my sporks. Alright, so this is the second time I've been out here today getting shallots, and I got some other stuff the first trip, but you can see another nice half a bin full, and I've got one up in the garage already, and got my carrots to ferment, and I grabbed one of those little onions. Actually, it's really sweet smelling, so I'll find out. And I just found another zucchini. They just keep popping up out of nowhere. Before I go up, I'm going to take the pruner and cut the greens off these carrots, make it easier to clean up in the house. That way I can put them right in the compost. Oh yeah, I did grab a couple more peppers here. And zucchini and the onion. But yeah, this makes it easier to clean up later, and I don't have to walk back down to the compost with the greens. Okay, so the first thing up in the garage I'm doing is I'm spreading the shallots out on the table. And it's not as good as being out in the sunshine, but They're so wet they've got to dry, so hopefully this will work because nothing but rainy days ahead it looks like. So now I'm just gonna take these carrots and gotta give them a good washing off. These baby carrots, I always leave the skin on, try to clean them really nice. A little brush helps. There we got that little scrubby mitt too, but I like the brush best. It does a good job on the little fuzzy things. I'm going to clean these up here. You know, yeah, I got a little bit of dill to put in this too. Forgot to show you. Okay, I got them all cleaned up here. I used the brush, but my wife should tell you that I used the wrong tool. She said, show them these. These are those green scrubbies that I use. And she just bought a couple more new ones on Amazon, and she likes these better. So I'll put a link to them in the description down below. So now it's time to start cleaning these up. And I noticed a couple of these have got something chewed into them. So I'm just going to cut them into chunks. You can do them whole, but it takes forever for them to ferment. So I'm just going to, you know, slice them a little bit into chunks here. And these will take probably about a week to really get going. But they are so good. And like I showed you before, oops, another one. I guess when you always get bugs when you home grow stuff if you don't use any kind of pesticides. But you can see they don't eat a lot. So now it looks like I have enough for 2 jars, so I'm just gonna take 2 of these wide mouth jars and divide it out between the 2 of them. I might be able to get it all in. No, I probably couldn't. Oh, these baby carrots, they really smell great. Unbelievable. Yeah, so just 2 jars, that little batch. It'll take probably about a week till we start eating them. Once they start fermenting a little bit, you can start on them, and they'll get a little bit tangier each day after that. But as soon as they get some flavor, we like to start eating them. So there I got 2 jars full, and then I'm going to put a little bit of dill in each jar. It really does add a nice flavor to the carrots when they're fermenting. So now I'm going to make up the brine for it, and let's see, I'll do it in this measuring cup. That's 4 cups, and I'm going to use this pickling and canning salt here, and I try to go 1 teaspoon per cup for the carrots. So 4 teaspoons is a tablespoon, and last year's salt doesn't want to come out too easy. Good. Just try to get it to dissolve in there a little bit. Oops. Glad my wife's not here to see that. So pretty much I'm just gonna, wow, I got a leak. Well, that turned out to be perfect. Got them both filled up. And that looks good. Now I'll show you the lids that I use. I just bought another one of these kits, these Eve kits. They're really good and they don't cost a lot. And I've had excellent luck with the other ones. So basically they've changed the packaging on them lately and stuff. You can see they come with wooden things for pounding down kraut and stuff, and then you get 6 of these lids that are an airlock type lid. So I'll put a link down below to them because they are what got me started fermenting. So they really do work nice. Now these lids I did wash before getting them out here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on, and then I'm just going to take a little pump of the air out of there. And there they are, all ready to sit in a corner and ferment. Well, processing this movie this morning, I realized you're supposed to show things the way they should be done, and I forgot to do one step here, so let's go back and finish this up the right way. You can see I forgot to put the weights on top of the carrots to keep them submerged while fermenting. In this case, I probably wouldn't have needed it. You can see everything's staying down pretty good. But a lot of times you get veggies that are like floaters and stuff like that. So this helps keep everything down under the brine, and actually keeps it from getting any mold or anything on should something form in the top of the jar there. So I'm just going to drop them in here, and I use these things called sour stones I get on Amazon, and they work really good. And then I'm going to put the lids back on there, and this is the right way to do it. Now you'll see I also have these jars on a plate there. Should they cook over, you really want to have something under them because they can make one heck of a mess. So now I'm just going to go back, and this is the next day because I forgot about it the first time, and there they are, ready to sit in the corner for a week now. So I just wanted to make sure I ended this the right way, and not the wrong way. And you can see how easy it is to really get carrots fermenting. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.